All right, guys, please comment. Let me know that you are here and that you can actually hear me. I've been trying to fix my sound problems. Um, Last time we were here, hold on, let me pause. I'm listening to a podcast too. Um, so last time I was tinting this coat and it worked kind of well. You can tell this is definitely the collar and cuffs are a little bit lighter than the rest of the coat, but it's just a little bit too subtle, I think, for my needs. Like again, in person and up close, it looks good, but for photos and for video, I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to have enough contrast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use an airbrush to kind of take it uh, give it a little more tone. Again, this is not ideally how you would do it. You would just use a different color fabric, but I'm very limited now because of the pandemic to my fabric choices. I just used what I have on hand, which was this fleece. So again, not the ideal way to work, but again, you work with what you have. So I'm going to use an airbrush to knock it down a little bit. And I have this black is probably a little bit too. I'm just gonna use it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. I think we'll go to this view. Might be a little easier to see. Okay. There is the black. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there too, though, just to thin it out a little bit, which will make it take a little longer to dry. But that's okay. Should come out a little smoother. Because that's the other thing. I should have shook that paint a little better. It's been sitting on my counter for quite some time. Okay. So I really want to do this very subtly. It's okay, there's a little bit of blotching or something, but ideally you'd want to use a brown too, but I don't have a brown. But I think actually this black is going to look nice because there's already some brown tones in there. So it'll just break it up a little bit more. It's hard because my lighting isn't that even, and I can't tell what's a shadow and what's been painted that easily. But I think I'm worried I'm getting a little too dark, but I'll stop myself soon anyway. Let me see how that is. That's some pretty good contrast. I'm just going to do a little bit more around the edges. That looks pretty good, I think. Whoa, that's a little dark there. It's all right. There we go. I think that's good enough. Let me just rinse out the airbrush in this bucket. There we go. So, there's the coat. That'll be good. It's pretty much dry, but I'll set it over here to kind of cure. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm going to be doing some shading on our baby Yoda. So, hello, Adam. Thanks for the all clear. Deborah's joining us as well. I really debated on what I wanted to use for this. I don't want to use the airbrush because I'm not happy with the pigments that I have. Because I don't want to use paint on this thing because paint sits on top of the fabric. I'd want something that could get a little bit deeper and not change the texture. That's one thing I learned with the fish, which I'm really happy with how they came out. However, it changes the texture completely. And I don't like that. So I'm going to use Sharpies. I know people don't like it, but I really like it. It's permanent. Someone claims that it runs. It doesn't run. It's permanent. It's permanent. Permanent marker. It'll rub off immediately if you like, which is actually kind of a benefit too. If you put it on and then you rub it, it'll smudge on your hands. But that also helps you blend a little bit. I was testing it on here, and these were some of the colors that I liked the most. I'm going to kind of start light and slowly build up. And I'm going to use this pink first to get a lot of the inside of the ears. I was going to spray inside the ears just because it's such a large surface area, but I decided not to because I just didn't want to mix paint into there. So I'm just going to start going for it. I know a lot of people like to use, what's it called? Chalk pastel. That's fine too. Again, I'm not a crazy fan of it, though it does have its place. You can just use a little Q-tip to add it on. But this, I'm already liking how this is looking. The nice thing is I have this package here of tons of different color Sharpies, so I can really get the tones that I want. And again, I pre-picked those ones, and I was testing them on a swatch, which you always want to do. I really want to start blending it lightly out. I'm thinking about actually stitching this down like this to give it a little bit more Yoda look, because it does kind of flare out. I probably will, but I'm not going to do that either way till after I'm done doing the shading, so I don't have to worry about getting into these small spaces here. I like that. That looks nice. I was going to do a darker layer too. I don't even think it needs it. How's it looking to you guys? I have Copic markers over there. I have to learn more about them because are they? I know they're permanent on paper, but I don't know. Any marker, even washable markers, are permanent on paper. But don't Copic markers bleed? I don't know enough about them. I have a pack of them. They spent $300 on, and I barely even used them. I'm not super experienced with Copic markers, especially on multimedia projects. Again, I know how they work on paper, but I don't know how permanent they are on other things. I think this is looking nice, though. I'm really, really happy with it so far. Just gonna kind of hit the side of the head inside here. That's the only part that seems a little strange to me. I might go over that with something a little bit darker. Let me make sure that it looks even. I think it looks good. I think it looks really nice. It looks good. All right, now let me go. I might regret this. Let me go a little darker inside here a little bit. See how that? Ooh, I don't like that. Immediately regretted that. I'm just gonna put a dot on this side, so at least it's. Oh, I didn't even do that inside pink yet. Well, let me do a little dot there with this. Okay, that's what I forgot to do. Side of the head on this one. There we go. All right. Now, I think I'm going to do a little bit of this on the eyes, too. I'm looking at a reference here. Unfortunately, I can't show it to you now, but looks like I can do a little bit around the eyes here. Make it look a little bit fleshy. Okay. Let me try this. See if I can get a little bit on the cheeks here. By kind of doing that. Nope, that's not going to work. And that little bit of baby blush here. Get in there with some green. Now this is the hard part because you don't want to do too much. I don't want to make him look like he's old. The hard thing is I don't want to be too subtle. I definitely don't want to be too harsh. See how that's looking. That's too bluish. That's so dark. That's too dark. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this one. Oh, I'm going to have to blend this a lot more, I think. It's starting to look just like lines, like regular lines. Chaz warned me about this. It's alright. It's not coming out bad, though. I'll probably just run this through the airbrush and then... Yeah, it's going to need some airbrush, too. Right. Let me see if I have a good green here for airbrush paint. I'm going to go for it. That's too bright. I gotta knock that down to more olive. Maybe I'll try a little bit of black. I'm gonna put a touch of red in there. There you go. Let me get a little more water in there. Whoops. That's much better. Gosh. This is looking kind of extreme. Oh boy. I'm having some regrets. I gotta own it though. It's not as extreme as it looks in the camera. It's because I think the contrast is up on the camera a little bit. So just beware. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.